From Orlando, Florida, it's WPF softball. On a beautiful Saturday evening, it's the Orlando Monarchs hosting the Atlanta Smoke in Game 2 of this 4-game series from the University of Central Florida at the UCF softball complex. I'm Eric Lopez here, and of course, these two teams played last night in Game 1 of this 4-game series that was won by the Smoke 6-1, led by a offensive display with power, led by Kiki Malloy, who led off the game last night with a solo home run, and then Maddie Grimm with a home run to make it 2-0 Smoke in the middle of the ball game. And then the big shot by Morgan Howell to make it 3-0. Then Jada Cody in the 6th inning with a 3-run shot to left field broke the game open, as the Smoke would go on to win 6-1 to take Game 1 of this 4-game series. You look at the Smoke lineup, Kiki Malloy once again will lead it off and play left field, with Silent Rain Espinosa will bat second at second base, with Jada Cody DPing tonight, batting third, with Charla Eccles at cleanup at third base, Morgan Howe at right field, with Maddie Grimm at first base to hit here, and Jasmine Hill at center field, batting seventh, with McKenna Dowell at shortstop getting the start, batting eighth. Taylor Kraft, the rookie out of Minnesota, catching and hitting ninth for the Smoke. And pitching for the Monarchs, Morgan Smith. We've seen Morgan Smith as a hitter. Now we get to see her as a starting pitcher. Of course, played at Rutgers. And she will get the ball here for Megan Wiggins and the Monarchs. Glad you can join us wherever you are, watching this second game of this 4-game series on this beautiful, hot Saturday evening here in Orlando, Florida. 90-plus degrees to watch some of the very best in pro softball. Monarchs, Smoke, Game 2 set to go. And Morgan Smith's first pitch to Kiki Malloy is low, and we're underway here at the complex. Kiki Malloy, of course, led off the ball game yesterday with a solo home run in her first year professional softball after sitting out last year after finishing her legendary career at Tennessee. She's ahead of the count here, 2-0. Of course, the Smoke winning Game 1 last night, 6-1. They've gotten the better advantage of the Monarchs in recent matchups. In fact, the Smoke and the Monarchs looking for their first win against the Smoke since last month when they played the first game of a scheduled 3-game series here that had the third game washed out. They split that 2-game series. The Smoke had won all their games up in Atlanta just a couple of weekends ago. 3-1 pitch to Malloy is high, ball 4, and a leadoff walk to Kiki Malloy to start this ball game. Trying to bring up Silent Rain Espinosa. Come to the plate. Been their most consistent hitter through the summer for the former Washington Husky. Of course, we'll see how the Monarchs approach this with Morgan Smith, if this is one of those by committee approaches today with the staff. As Malloy goes, the pitch is called a strike. The throw to second is in time, and she's out. Beautiful throw and a tag made as Malloy is out trying to steal second base. Good job by the Monarchs. And Julia Castanopoulos playing catcher today with the caught stealing. And look at that tag by Kylie Sand to get the out. You're going to need that if you're the Monarchs. They want to get off to a better start than their recent games. Count is now 1-1. To Espinosa with nobody on and one out here at the top of the first. The 1-1 pitch. Check swing, little ground to the left side. There's picked up there to throw to first in time. Nice job by Morgan Smith, fielding her own position to get Espinosa for the second out here in the first inning. Let's take a look at the Monarchs defense. Dallas Goodnight, the rookie at center field, with Stormy Kotsonek, a rookie at left. Malalalu at right field, Chloe Malalalu with Tessa Malalalu, third base, Kylie Sand at short with Kat Rodriguez at second base, Matt Barbara at first, with Julia catching behind the plate. Jada Cody at the plate, takes strike one, 0-1 the count to Jada Cody. Had a monster game last night. 3 hits for Cody, including that 3-run homer that broke the game open in the 6th inning. She takes here low for a ball, 1-1 the count. So Cody, of course, this is her former home here at the UCF softball complex. She spends a lot of time here, lives in Orlando, and hits a high fly ball to left center. It's carried, and off the glove of Goodnight, who made a great effort just to keep it in the park. But Cody gets on at second, and that'll be a double for Jada Cody, the doubles queen of UCF softball history. Just missed a home run. As you look at this replay, pops it up. She didn't think she got all of it, and you see Goodnight leaping in the air. It was a great effort by Goodnight. Just couldn't hold on to it, but I think she did a good job of at least keeping it in the park. I don't think if that hits the glove, that might have been out of here. If nothing else, it would have been off the wall. As it is, it's a double. And now Charlotte Eccles will come to the plate, but great effort by the rookie Goodnight. Now Eccles takes ball one. Of course, Cody and Goodnight, they are very familiar with each other, with UCF and Georgia. Have played in 3 of the last 4 years here at this very stadium to open the season. The 1-0. Eccles takes a strike. It's 1-1 the count. Eccles, the former All-American at Florida. She's been quiet so far in her games here in her return to the state of Florida. The 1-1 pitch is low, 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike. Cody at second base. Good off speed there. And it's 3-1. For Cody, that's 4 hits so far in this series. She's at second base with 2 outs. The 3-1 pitch. That's a strike and it's full, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Eccles hits it foul down to the right side. We'll do it again. Big pitch coming here early from Morgan Smith. Payoff pitch. Eccles pops it up. Playable. Smith, who can play the outfield, makes the catch to retire the side. So the Smoke get no runs on a hit, strand 1. Monarchs will come to the plate when we return. Welcome back here. We head to the bottom of the first as we take a look at the Monarchs lineup with Dallas Goodnight to lead it off here for the Monarchs. She'll be followed by Tessa Malalalu, former Duke Blue Devil. Mac Barbara, the first baseman today, hitting third. Ali Skaggs at DP with Julia at catching. Kat Rodriguez at second base. Chloe Malalulu at right field. Stormy Kotzelnick and Kylie Sand rounding out this Monarchs lineup against Autumn Pease, the former Minnesota Golden Gopher, getting the start here. She's been used as a reliever a majority of the time, including against the Monarchs, but starting here tonight as he gets Goodnight to foul that pitch off, and the count is 0-2. Dallas Goodnight, you see right there, played her first game as a Georgia Bulldog here at this field. Georgia opened the season in 2023. It's a starter, that is. And that's missed there for a ball, 1-2 the count. So here we are a few years later. In fact, earlier in the 2025 season, in Georgia's first game of the season, on this very field, she hit a solo home run. She hit a home run to start the season. There's the swings and misses there. And a strikeout by Autumn Pease for the outs. It's a 1 out. That'll bring up Tessa Malalulu. As you look at that last swing there. Here's Tessa. Former Blue Devil. Rookie of there, Defensive Player of the Year, the ACC. Had a chance to catch up with her former coach, assistant coach Taylor White of Duke, who was in person in attendance to see her, and Jayla Wright, the two Duke former Blue Devil alums. The 1-0 pitch. Up and in, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to count. And swung on and foul. And the count is 2-1 to Tessa, playing third base for the second consecutive ball game here at the complex. The 2-1 pitch. Up high, 3-1. So 3-1 the count to Tessa Malalulu. Left-handed hitter. See what she does here with a head of the count, 3-1. Takes the strike, and the count is full. 3-2. Payoff pitch. It was an off-speed pitch as she hits it to center, but the catch is made by Hill, and that's out number 2. There's Jasmine Hill playing center field for the Smoke in their defense. Making the play there. You look at the rest of the defense, you got Kiki Malloy at left, Morgan Howe at right, with Eccles at third and Dowell starting shortstop with Espinosa at second, Maddie Grimm at first, and the young rookie Taylor Kraft behind the plate. Mac Barbara now getting a start at first base. Did that get a piece of her? Yes, it did. And she will get first base on a hit by pitch. So Mac Barbara, who is getting to start at first base after DHing most of the year, is on at first base after getting hit on the pitch, and that'll bring up Ali Skaggs, the former Arizona Wildcat, her second professional season, first with the Monarchs, steps in. Swings at the first pitch. Skaggs fouls it off. She pinch hit last night, starting at DP. Of course, was a guest on the Thursday's edition of In the Circle on D1 Softball Podcast. Spoke in depth about her journey to the Monarchs, her career at Arizona. Of course, now coaching a club ball team up in Arizona with her boyfriend, who's in attendance this weekend watching her play. The 0-1 is missed up high. Really excited. Getting used to the rain. That's kind of throwing her off. She's not used to the rain that she has seen since she's been down here in Florida, that they don't get that much in Arizona. The ball and a strike to count to Skaggs. She takes outside for a ball. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. It's in there for a strike, and it's 2-2. Of course, Skaggs, such a versatile player, could play third, play second. That's what was her position in Arizona. But could also play shortstop, which is what she did prior to coming to Arizona. And of course, has learned to play first base as well. So very versatile player. Swings and hits a high fly ball, deep left field. Hooking, foul. Boy, she gave that one for a ride. And you got to sense that ball was going to be out of the park, but would it stay fair? And it did not. The count is 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. To Allie Skaggs. That's missed there for a ball. 3-2. Grew up an Arizona Wildcat fan, although interestingly her family grew up in around the Kentucky area. Of course, played from the legendary Mike Condrea and of course Caitlin Lowe as well. Payoff pitch. High ball forward. Skaggs draws a walk. So a hit by pitch and a walk, and the Monarchs here have something going with 2 on, 2 out here in the first. So an opportunity here for the Monarchs. With Julia Kusanopoulos will come to the plate. Skaggs' former teammate at Arizona. Julia, of course, played her first 2 years collegiately at Arizona before transferring to Tennessee, where she finished her career in her last 2 years. First pitch. That's up high for a ball, and that's one of the things actually Allie Skaggs told me about. One of the things she's enjoyed about this summer is reuniting with Julia, having played together at Arizona. Came together as freshmen. In fact, both of them played here as freshmen in 2021 when Arizona played UCF as part of a Florida swing. It's a strike, and Julia, who's been playing first base, catching here tonight. Showing off her versatility. You got to have that at the pro level. With an opportunity here for the Monarchs. A swing and a miss. And Autumn Pease ahead 1-2. Barbara at second, Skaggs at first. The 1-2. Outside, ball 2. 2-2. Good patience here early on for the Monarchs against Autumn Pease. Many of these Monarchs have seen Autumn Pease throughout the season. The 2-2 pitch. And Juliet tripped one to left, but Malloy is there. Her former teammate, Kiki Malloy, they were teammates at Tennessee, makes the catch to retire the side. Monarchs get no runs, no hits, strand 2. We're through 1 here in Orlando, no score. Top of the second here in Orlando. No score between the Smoke and the Monarchs. Leading off here, it'll be Morgan Howell for the Smoke. She'll be followed by Maddie Grimm and Jasmine Hill here against Morgan Smith here to start the top of the second inning. See Howell, who homered yesterday, part of the 4 home runs hit by the Smoke in yesterday's win. First pitch from Morgan Smith to Morgan Howell. It's a ball, 1-0 the count. So a ball and no strikes the count. The 1-0 pitch. Missed there, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Morgan Howell. Here at the top of the second, Smith on the 2-0 pitch. Inside, oh, did it get her? Got her piece of her, they say, inside, and it's a hit by pitch. So Morgan Howell gets hit to get on here to start the second inning. Got to bring up Maddie Grimm to the plate. The veteran out of Kent State hit a home run last night in the victory. Steps in, played first base for the second consecutive game. Can also play some short. Drills that first pitch into right center field. That's going to be a gapper. As Morgan Howell will be held at third. It's a double for Maddie Grimm. And the Smoke have runners at second and third with nobody out. Well, you can just see that Grimm is swinging the bat really well. As you look at the replay here, was really sitting on that pitch and found it there to the gap. Goodnight does a nice job throwing it in. But Maddie Grimm really seeing the ball very well. You see her right there hustling, standing there at second to get the double. And so now the first pitch to Jasmine Hill is a ball, 1-0 the count. Of course, Hill played at Texas A&M a couple of years ago. It was her last year in College Station. Gets a chance here to to hit with 2 on and nobody out. That's a ball, and it's 2-0 as Morgan Smith will get a visit from her catcher. And right now trying to regroup a little bit. Started with that hit by pitch to Howe, which glazed her a little bit. It wasn't even a real hit by pitch, but it kind of glazed her. And then the double by Grimm. And now the Smoke are cooking here with a rally, and the Monarchs are trying to kind of settle in. So 2 balls, no strikes to count. Jasmine Hill. Infield played somewhat normal depth for the Monarchs, as that's missed there for a ball. 3-0 the count.
I think I saw shirts. I'm not sure.
The 3-0 pitch. Inside ball 4 to walk to Hill. And so the bases are loaded with McKenna Dowell now at the plate. Former Auburn Tiger. So a hit by pitch, a double, and a walk in the inning. First pitch. Ball 1. 5 straight balls thrown by Morgan Smith. Not ideal against these Smoke hitters. And McKenna takes ball 2-0. The 2-0 pitch is a strike. It's 2-1.
Oh, it's busted.
The 2-1 is in there for a strike in the 2-2 count now. Two and 2, the count. Up high, 3-2, nowhere to put her now with bases loaded and nobody out.
So what I'm hearing is he has no depth perception.
The payoff pitch, check swing, popped up, and the catch is made. Throw to first, in time, double play. Big turn by the Monarchs as they turn 2 on a beautiful play by Malalalu. Tessa Malalalu making the catch and then throwing to first to double off Jasmine Hill at first base. A huge play for the Monarchs. Just what Morgan Smith needed there with bases loaded against these Smoke hitters. You look at this last play, the pop-up, there's the catch, and then the throw to first to complete the double play. Now Taylor Kraft, the rookie from Minnesota, takes ball 1. So now runners at second and third, but 2 outs in the inning. The 1-0. Kraft fouls it off. One ball, 1 strike to count. You got Howe at third, Grimm at second. The 1-1 pitch. It's a strike, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. High, 2-2.
7.
2-2 pitch. Low, ball 3. Kraft's worked the count full here against Morgan Smith. Big pitch here to Kraft. That is outside, ball 4, to walk to Kraft, and they're loaded. Second time in the inning that the Smoke have the bases loaded in this inning. Now we go to the top of the order, and Kiki Malloy with bases loaded and 2 outs. First pitch to Malloy is a ball. The 1-0 pitch. Malloy swings, fouls it off. So the count is a ball and a strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the second inning. Second time in the inning, the Smoke have loaded the bases. The Monarchs got a double play on a pop-up to third, where Malalalu threw to first to complete the double play in this inning. Now, they're trying to get out of this bases loaded jam for the second time in the inning. The 1-1. Did Malloy go? No, they say. And the umpire, it's 2-1 now, the count to Malloy. Two balls and a strike. Malloy hits it deep in the hole to short. Sand will go to third. Get the force out to end the inning. What a play by Sand, and a smart play knowing that she had one play to third to get the force out and get the Monarchs out of it. The Smoke strand the bases loaded. And at the end of an inning and a half here in Orlando, still it's no score. Welcome back. Bottom of the second. Still no score. Monarchs coming to the plate with the rookie Kat Rodriguez to lead it off, followed by Chloe Malalulu and Stormy Kotzelnick. Against Autumn Pease. First pitch from Autumn. Kat takes for a ball. Of course, Kat Rodriguez started her college career at Pitt, transferred to North Carolina, where she had an All-American year this year, among the nation's leaders at RBIs. Getting a chance to start here. Fouled it off. It's kind of been split in time with her and, of course, Devin Flaherty, who's been playing second base. Here with the rookie Cat getting the opportunity. A ball and a strike to count. Rodriguez hits one to deep left field. Back, gone. See ya. Solo home run by Kat Rodriguez. And the Monarchs get on the board first and take a 1-0 lead on a solo homer by Kat Rodriguez. Boy, there was a no-doubter about that one. She showed off her power. Make somewhere North Carolina head coach Megan Smith-Lyon's got to be proud. Here's the swing from Rodriguez that made her certainly an ACC Player of the Year contender and an All-American by all the outlets, including D1 softball and the NFCA. She was first-team All-American by D1 softball, third-team All-American by the NFCA. And wow, what a beautiful swing, and it's 1-0 in favor of the Monarchs. Chloe Malalulu now to hit. Malalulu with an 0-1 count. And the count is 1-1. A ball and a strike to count. That's missed there for a ball. 2-1 to count. The 2-1 pitch there is missed. 3-1. That's something good for the Monarchs. They have been playing from behind a lot recently, just to get a lead and feel good about themselves. Of course, they scored a run in the seventh inning last night to get on the board, and I think that helped them get some momentum and confidence going into this game. Chloe Malalulu with a deep drive to center, but this will stay in the park as Jasmine Hill makes the catch for the first out here in the second. So with one out now, Stormy Kotzelnick, the rookie out of UCF, of course, called this facility home for the last couple of years. Takes a pitch strike. It was interesting to see her after the game last night. Her and Caitlin Felton, what's become pretty common here after each game. There's a lot of autographs requests for her and Caitlin Felton with some UCF fans making the coming out to the ball games. This week, certainly the attendance boost as well with Jada Cody on the opposite dugout. Total 4 Knights, former Knights, are in this field between the two teams with Sona Halajan, of course, who pitched last night for the Monarchs. Kotzelnick and, of course, Caitlin Felton. And then you have Jada Cody on the smoke. So there's definitely been more UCF people, fans in attendance. Autographs been definitely been busy on the concession by the concourse in post games. 1-2. Stormy takes ball 2, 2-2 the count. Of course, Kotzelnick played 2 years at UCF. Really ended on a great note. Had an incredible regional in Austin. Helping UCF get to that regional final before losing to the eventual national champion, Texas Longhorns. 2-2. Katsonek fouls it off. Of course, started her career in Louisiana, played for Jerry Glasgow for a couple of years. First finishing off here at UCF. Part of the UCF transition to the Big 12. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. Katsonek taps it back to Autumn Peace. Peace will go to first in time to retire Katsonek. So 2 down here in the second inning. So let's take a look at that last pitch. Katsonek tapping it back. Nice job by Peace to make the play. That'll bring up Kylie Sand to the plate. First pitch to Sand is a ground ball to the right side towards second. Espinosa's there to throw to first to retire the side. But not before the Monarchs get on the board on a solo homer by Kat Rodriguez, the rookie from North Carolina. As the late, great Stuart Scott liked to say, she's a Tar Heel, and she's a Monarch, and she gives Orlando a 1-0 lead through 2. Welcome back here, top of the third. A 1-0 lead in favor of the Monarchs on the solo homer by the rookie Kat Rodriguez, which was, by the way, her first pro career home run. Was right there in that moment. So appreciate the big moment for her. And it's giving the Monarchs a 1-0 lead. We head to the top of the third inning. First pitch, and Espinosa pops it up. Kylie Sand comes over to make the catch. And on one pitch, Espinosa is retired here in the third inning. So Espinosa retired on one pitch. That'll bring up Jada Cody. She will step into the plate, doubled back in the first inning. Playing the DP spot tonight. After catching last night, has been mostly the catcher all year. She did play a game here a month ago at first base. Takes a strike. Of course, she will always be connected during her college career at UCF, where she was an All-American with Shannon Doherty, who was the first baseman at UCF, who is now the new director of player development over at FAU in Boca this upcoming season after spending the past year as a GA at UCF. Doherty and Cody, of course, have the most wins by any UCF players in the history of the UCF softball program. 4 NCAAs, regionals, for each of them. And, of course, we're both part of that 2022 regional team that hosted on this very field as a 16th national seed and advanced to that super regional for the first time in program history for Sydney Ball Malone and her UCF program. 2-1 pitch to Cody. Missed outside. Of course, Coach Ball Malone got to catch up with Cody here the first time they were here a month ago. She's a little busy right now. PGF, it's PGF weekend up in California. A lot of the marquee coaches out there in California. But doesn't mean that Coach Ball Malone's not keeping an eye on this series. Talking to Jada last night after the game, one of the first text messages she got on her phone after the game was from Coach Ball Malone. As Cody takes there, it will get on base with one out here in the third inning. That'll bring up Charlotte Eccles to the plate. So Eccles comes on here with Cody at first base and one out. First pitch, ball one. 1-0 the count to Eccles. Smith on the 1-0. Eccles fouls it off. Count is a ball and a strike. Eccles, of course, All-American at Florida. 1-1 pit count. It's their low. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Good off-speed pitch there by Smith, but didn't get the call from the umpire, so it's 3-1 to count. There is action in the Monarchs bullpen. Former Knights Caitlin Felton and Sona Halajan warming up. As the 3-1 pitch, Eccles hits it to the right side, knocked down by Mac Barber, who will touch the bag at first to get Eccles for the second out here in the third inning, while that advances Jada Cody to second base. Gonna bring up Morgan Howe. He's hit by a pitch in her first at-bat. Steps in here against Morgan Smith with a runner at second and 2 outs. First pitch high, ball one, 1-0 the count. There you see the bullpen, and it's actually now Wesley warming up on the right with Felton on the left. So that's the change there, the bullpen warming up. That's been Wesley, who pitched yesterday. Here's a ground to second. Rodriguez is there, will throw to first in time to retire the side. And Morgan Smith gets through the third to smoke. Strand on a runner. And we go to the bottom of the third. Monarchs with a 1-0 lead here in Orlando. It's a Saturday here at Orlando at the UCF softball complex. Got some people tailgating out of the outfield. That's become a tradition during the UCF season. And some people, umbrellas are very popular right now in this summer. It is 90 degrees here, but it feels closer to 100 here on this Saturday in Orlando. It's one of the hottest summers in recent history here in Orlando, Florida. As that first pitch by Dallas Goodnight is popped up foul. There is literally right now not a cloud to be found. It is beautiful, but hot, and certainly these players staying hydrated will be keys in this game. Right there, 94. We got our weather crew here from our crew in the truck updating it. 94 degrees, feeling like 106. It's Goodnight on the 0-1 pitch, takes a strike. And it's 0-2 the count. Top of the order for the Monarchs with Goodnight, Tessa Malalalu, and Mac Barbara. It's Autumn Peace. Dallas Goodnight here with an 0-2 count. Slaps it to third, fielded by Eccles. Throws to first in time to retire Goodnight for the first out here in the third inning. So one gone. And a nice defensive play there by Eccles. Now Malalalu swings and sits it to center. Diving attempt by Hill, but it just drops in front of her. And that'll be a single for Tessa Malalalu, former Blue Devil. Gets on with one out here at a single. See right there, great effort by Hill, but just that ball just sunk enough to drop in for a hit. Mac Barbara now at the plate, takes a strike, go with one to count to Mac. Of course, we got our camera crews here. They've got their umbrellas on top. I mean, taking the pictures. I got to ask them the next time I talk to some of the camera folks, do they rather deal with 90-plus degree weather or wet or rain? That's a base hit to right field by Mac Barbara. Rounding second, going to third as the throw is not in time. It gets away, as a matter of fact, and Malalalu's going to come around to score on the errant throw, and the Monarchs double their lead to 2-0 as Mac Barbara delivers for the Monarchs. You look at this play, right past Espinosa into right field, and then Tessa Malalalu, you see her right there, going straight from second to third, and then the throw not handled by Eccles, and once the ball got away, Malalalu read it perfectly and took home and scored. And makes it a 2-0 lead in favor of the Monarchs, with Mac Barbara going to second on the play. So clutch hit for the rookie, Mac Barbara. Ali Skaggs hits a high fly ball to right, but playable as Morgan Howell makes the catch. Skaggs is retired on the first pitch for the second out here in the third inning. Now Julia Kusinopoulos. First pitch is by Julia, swing and a miss there. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. The strike, it's 0-2. Autumn Peace trying to just get out of this inning. Keep it at a 2-run game. The she'll do that as she gets a pop-up from Julian at deep left, but he'll stay in the park as Malloy comes over from left field to make the catch to end the inning. But the Monarchs get a run on a hit and an error. They strand one. We're through three on a Saturday evening in Orlando. It's the Monarchs with a 2-run lead. Top of the fourth on this Saturday evening, early evening in Orlando. A 2-0 lead in favor of the Monarchs. It'll be Maddie Grimm to lead it off, followed by Jasmine Hill and McKenna Dowell, the scheduled hitters for the Smoke. Going against Morgan Smith here, getting the start so far. 3 innings, no runs, 2 hits allowed. Got some help from some good defense from the Monarchs. So here's Grimm, who doubled in her first at-bat. First pitch to Grimm. 6 a strike. Of course, Maddie Grimm, I mentioned, has played all over the world. Played in New Zealand professionally, has seen Australia, has played in all the, you name the pro leagues, she's played in it. It's a fouled off pitch, but has really found it an enjoyment and a home here with the Smoke organization. Of course, she's now coaching club ball and is balancing that with her pro career. As she talked about that when she appeared on the In the Circle on D1 Softball podcast about less than a month ago, which you can check out on your podcast feeds devices there. But she talked at length about that and her journey, and feels it's in her best shape of her career and still enjoys it. And, of course, winning those WPF championships with the Smoke meant a lot to her the last couple of years. She's down in the count here, a ball and 2 strikes. Swings and misses. Morgan Smith getting the strikeout for the first out here in the 4th inning. One gone here in the 4th. Let's take a look at this last pitch. Morgan Smith going downstairs there and got Grimm to swing at it for the first out. So now Jasmine Hill to the plate. pitch to Jazz is a ball. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch. Jazz hits a grounder to short, but coming in charging was Chloe Matalugu. Got a glove on it, but couldn't come up with it. And Jasmine Hill will reach here with 1 out. See right there, slow grounder. Those are sometimes the toughest play as you see the hustle with Hill. I think Malalagu tried to cut that off to try to speed up the play. Just couldn't come up with it. I think tremendous respect for Jasmine Hill's speed there. And now McDowell at the plate with 1 on, 1 out. It's a hit. Because Sam was playing way back and short defensively. That's kind of how they had it set up. So it really had to be Malalalu to make the play to get the out. I don't think Sam, if that ball gets to her, I don't think she would have been able to have time to throw out Jasmine Hill. A ball and a strike to count. Swinging and a miss there, and unable to hold it was Dowell. The runner does go at Hill, but she will take second base. Or will she? There's the umpires now going to discuss this. Not sure what they're looking at. I think they might have been looking at whether the ball was. Well, let's see what happened here. It looks like, oh, it hits the umpire right there on the hop by the chest area. My goodness. That's what's caused the delay. I hope he's all right. That took a wicked hop. And they're certainly attending to him right now. Of course, dealing with 90-plus degree weather and then a ball that just hops into your chest area, of course. That's why the umpires wear all those protection for a situation like that. So a ball and 2 strikes. Jadal here with runner at second and 1 out. The 1-2 pitch coming from Morgan Smith. That is low for a ball. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to count. That's tomahawk to the first base side, foul. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. The 2-2, low, ball 3. McKenna Dowell here. Work the count full. Three and 2 the count. And it's fouled off. Big payoff pitch coming in this game here. Monarchs with a 2-0 lead. And again, foul. So this battle is on now between McKenna Dowell and Morgan Smith. You wonder, too, if you're Megan Wiggins, this is the bottom of the order. You got Kraft, on deck, and then you go back to the top of the order. Will that be it, perhaps, for Morgan Smith? We'll see. She loses Dowell here to a walk, and it's 2 on, 1 out here in the 4th.
Tinsley, I'm gonna hop off again.
Now Taylor Kraft will step in, the number 9 hitter for the Smoke. She will hit here with 2 on, 1 out. First pitch to Kraft from Morgan Smith. Swung on, it's a grounded to third. They'll touch the bag at third for an out. Throw to first, not in time. But they get the lead runner out at third base in Hill. And Malalu makes completed the throw to first. And it's first and second and 2 outs. Look at this last play. It's a slow grounded to the third, but Malalu's there. Touches the bag at third quickly and then throws to first. They get the force out. And now it's 2 on, 2 out with Kiki Malloy to step in. First pitch to Malloy. Strike, it's 0-1. Morgan Smith against Malloy, the top of the order. You know what? Outside, 1-1. So you've got now Dowell at second base and Kraft at first base. Again, Monarchs bullpen up and running. The 1-1 in the dirt. Nice block by Julia, though, who throws lefty, as you can see, a left-handed player. It's unique from a catching standpoint. You don't see many of those. 2-1. Away, 3-1. Silent Rain Espinosa would hit here if Malloy can extend the inning. The 3-1 pitch. Malloy hits one to deep right field. Forget about it. It's gone. See ya. A monster moonshot by Kiki Malloy. A 3-run shot gives the Atlanta Smoke a 3-2 lead. And as a result, gets the WWE title belt that goes to each Smoke that hits a home run. Watch this last pitch. On 3-1, she was sitting on this, and my goodness, and you could see Morgan Smith's reaction. She knew right away as that ball went over that scoreboard. Unbelievable shot by Kiki Malloy. Her second home run in as many games. Big 3-run shot. And it's 3-2 now in favor of the Smoke. That ball may still be going. First pitch, a strike to Espinosa. That's the danger when you fall behind hitters as talented as Kiki Malloy. That's a comebacker, as Smith will throw to first to retire the side. But the Atlanta Smoke with a 3-run inning, highlighted by that moonshot by Kiki Malloy. The 3-run homer gives the Smoke a 3-2 lead as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Rodriguez hit a solo homer back in the second inning, her first career professional home run. Hit it to left field, gave the Monarchs the lead at the time. Sweet reaches for it, grounds into third. Eccles is there, will throw to first in time for the out, a ground out. As Rodriguez is retired for the first out here in the bottom of the fourth. Going to bring up now Chloe Malalulu. First pitch high for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 from Autumn Pease to Chloe. This tie 2-0. 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error for the Smoke, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Monarchs. In this second game of a 4-game series between these two teams. Game 3 scheduled tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Eastern. And again, they wrap up the series on Monday night at 6 p.m. Malalalu hits a one to center. That will be off the wall. Hill will play it in. Chloe slides to second and is in there. A one-out double by Chloe Malalulu. And the Monarchs were trying to respond here in the home half of the fourth. You look at Chloe here, that ball just took off. And Hill, I think, realized that. Played it off the wall well. Made it a close play at second. But Chloe Malalulu with a double. And so now with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth, that'll bring up Stormy Katsonek to the plate. Stormy on the first pitch takes a strike. Is 0-1 to count. The 0-1 pitch. Katsonek with a butt to the Eccles at third, who throws to first in time. Katsonek is retired. That does advance Malalalu to third base with 2 outs. I think Stormy there was trying to read the defense and trying to find a spot to get on base with a butt infield hit. Kind of like Dallas Goodnight did in last night's game, if you watched, where she read the defense playing back and she hit it right between third and short. This one, Eccles played it very well. Now Kylie Sand takes a strike, and it's 0-1 to count it. Kylie Sand, who has a 3-run homer against Autumn Pease in this very field about a month ago. She hits here with a runner at third and 2 outs. The 0-1 is fouled off, and the count is 0-2. Autumn of the 0-2 pitch. A tie for a ball. 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes to count. That is hit to left field, but playable as the catch is made by Malloy, who was racing down the foul area to make the catch and retire the side. Monarchs get a hit. Strand 1. We're through 4 here at the UCF softball complex. And it's the Smoke with a 3-2 lead. Top of the 5th, a 3-2 lead in favor of the Smoke. It'll be Jada Cody to lead it off for the Smoke, followed by Charlotte Eccles and Morgan Howell against Morgan Smith. Still out there. Started pitched a good game. Got a 1-run ball game. It's been a good one between the Smoke and the Monarchs. Now Cody. Swings the first pitch, drills one into center, but right to Dallas Goodnight, who makes the catch, and Cody is retired on one pitch for the first out here at the top of the 5th. That'll bring up Charlotte Eccles to the plate. Now Eccles, who's been quiet in this series. This is the 4th game between these two teams here in this facility. They split two games a month ago. They had a 3rd game watched out, which is why they added that game for last night as a makeup. And Eccles has been quiet to this point. She hits a high fly ball to center. Goodnight makes the catch. And Eccles is retired for the 2nd out of the inning here in the 5th. I bring up Morgan Howell to the plate. First pitch to Howell. Low for a ball. 1-0 the count. What to know the count? And it swung foul down to first base side. Howell homered in last night's ball game. 1-1. Gets jammed here, pops it up. Sand makes the catch, and a 1-2-3 inning for Morgan Smith and the Monarchs. We head to the bottom of the 5th. It's the Monarchs trailing the Smoke 3-2 on a Saturday evening in Orlando. Bottom of the fifth. Monarchs down 3-2. Top of the order here for the Monarchs with Dallas Goodnight to lead it off against Autumn Pease. First pitch upstairs, ball one. It's Goodnight, Tessa Malalalu, and Mac Barber. 1-2-3 for the Monarchs. Just look at what Goodnight has done here today. So far, struck out and has grounded out. Autumn on the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Got with that pass. Goodnight. And the count is a ball and a strike. Oh, did that hit her? Yeah, it hit Goodnight. That one got away from Autumn. And Goodnight, I believe, got hit by a pitch, although the umpires want to get together, and I think they want to discuss this. Not sure exactly if the discussion is whether it hit her or not. Was she, let's take a look here. Did it hit her? It did hit her, but I wonder if they're going to talk about whether she was in the box or not as well. It looked like it clearly hit her in the hand. And they're going to stay with the call, which I think is the right call. And a good job of, I think, umpiring there to make sure everybody gets on the same page there. So runner at first, Tessa Malalalu to the plate. Squares to butt, pulls back, takes ball one. 1-0 the count. One and 0 the count. That's a strike, and the count is 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Runner goes. That's up the middle through. Base hit. Single for Malalalu. Goodnight goes all the way to third. The throw is airmailed. Goodnight's going to try to score. The throw home is safe. Not in time. Goodnight scores, and we're tied at 3. Great base running by Goodnight. It was a hit and run call. And Tessa Malalalu with the single up the middle. Goodnight went to third, and for the second time in this game, a Smokes throw into third gets into the backstop. Goodnight took off and hit under the tag. Here's the replay. Good piece of hitting by Tessa Malalalu. She drives in the big hit here, and it takes second on the throw. And you see right there at the back there the slide by Goodnight late, according to the umpires, as Goodnight scores. Here's the throw by Hill. You see just off target, and Goodnight takes off. Here's the throw. When is the tag made? You see Goodnight gets that right hand on home plate, I think, before the tag is made by Taylor Kraft. Let's take one look here. Here's the Goodnight slide. Ooh, that was close. No replays in this game. So runner at second, nobody out. It's a 3-3 ball game now with Mac Barber at the plate. Second run that the Monarchs have scored here with some good base running. Barbara drills one deep left. It's gone. See ya. 2-run homer by Mac Barbara. gives the Monarchs the lead back. 5-3 here in the fifth on a 2-run shot by Mack. Boy, that ball took off. You see right there, the easy swing by Barber, and everybody knew as soon as that ball was hit that it was out of here. No doubter, as that one just, when it got out of here as fast as possible. And a 2-run shot by Mac Barbara, and the Monarchs have responded to take a 5-3 lead on the 2-run shot by Barbara. Allie Skaggs at the plate takes ball one. It's a 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch. Skaggs takes 2 of them. So Autumn Pease getting hit here a little bit in the fifth inning. The 2-0 pitch. Skaggs lines it to short, but right to Dowell, who makes the catch for the first out here in the fifth inning. So 1 gone. Now Julia will come to the plate. Julia to hit here with no one on and 1 out here in the fifth inning. Takes first pitch, a strike, 0-1 to count from Autumn Pease. No action right now in the Smoke bullpen. There is action in the Monarchs bullpen. There's been action most for the last couple of innings on the Monarchs side, so they've had multiple pitchers warming up. Deal 1. Slow grounder to Autumn Pease, who will quickly underhand it to first to Grimm, who makes the catch there for the out. 2 down here in the fifth. Of course, if you're Megan Wiggins, you're got to be thinking here, how do you get 6 defensive outs against this talented Smoke offense? If the answer, Morgan Smith, who has really pitched very well, made the one mistake to Kiki Malloy in the fourth inning. Outside of that, has been solid. Of course, part of the equation would be extending this lead, I'm sure, if you're Coach Wiggins. Kat Tarvin, the head coach for the Smoke, will come out here. As Autumn Pease will schedule to face Kat Rodriguez. Remember, Kat Rodriguez hit the home run in the second inning. Her first pro career home run for the All-American out of North Carolina, the rookie. And that could be part of the equation here to make sure you're on the same page against a dangerous hitter like Kat, who's right there talking to Megan Wiggins. One of the greatest of all time to play out of Georgia and professionally, Megan Wiggins won many pro championships through her career with the Chicago Bandits and the USSSA Pride. Very familiar to Central Florida from her time playing for the Pride, not too far away from here. There's Rodriguez, takes the strike, it's 0-1. Rodriguez here at the plate here with now nobody on, 2 out. The 0-1 to Rodriguez, strike, and it's 0-2. It's Autumn Pease quickly ahead here of the rookie Rodriguez. Oh-2, up high for a ball, 1-2 the count. The 1-2 pitch. Rodriguez reaches for it and drops a base hit into right field. Second hit of the ball game for Kat Rodriguez. And she extends the Monarchs inning. Good game here by the rookie, Rodriguez. Who certainly is learning to adapt here in the pro game. Of course, splitting time with Devin Flaherty. Very strong position for the Monarchs at second base. Solid outing for the rookie, Rodriguez, who told me she wants to stay in the game, hopes to get into coaching. Enjoys playing. Of course, played internationally this summer, as well as the professionally. Chloe Malalulu now at the plate with a 1-0 count. One-0 miss there, 2-0. I have a feeling Kat Rodriguez will have some text messages from Alex Funderburg, the North Carolina softball SID, who started his media relations career here at UCF. He was here a few weeks ago. The 2-0. So balls. Kat told me he's like the best. He makes everything easy. All the interviews that she did at North Carolina with some of the students, everything. Very smooth, very organized, which she appreciated. Very easy going. 3-0 the count. It's a strike, 3-1 now. Here to Chloe Malalulu. The 3-1 pitch. This low ball forward. A walk to Malalulu. So 2 on, 2 out here in the 5th. And that might be it for Autumn Pease. As Coach Tarvin comes out, and Stormy Kotzelnick is coming to the plate, and that is exactly it. That'll be it for Autumn Pease. We'll have a pitching change for the Smoke. We'll tell you more about it when we return. Here at the bottom of the 5th, the Monarchs charging back to take a 5-3 lead with threatening for more here in the 5th. Welcome back. The new pitcher for the Smoke, Brianna Copeland, rookie out of Indiana. Bree Copeland here to pitch. She comes in here to face Stormy Kotzelnick in a big spot. 2 on, 2 out here in the 5th. Monarchs up 2. Kotzelnick. Swings the first pitch. Oh, what a play by Grimm, who dives to first and makes it a spectacular play. Robbing a hit from Kotzelnick and keeping the Smoke here within 2. Beautiful play by Grimm to end the inning. Mark that play down. Look at that backhand play by Grimm. And then lunging there to make the catch. But the Monarchs scored 3 in the 5th, highlighted by the home run by Matt Barbara. And as the end of 5, it is 5-3 Monarchs. Welcome back, top of the sixth. A 5-3 lead for the Monarchs are here over the Smoke. Matty Grimm, who made that spectacular play defensively at first base. In that last half inning, robbing Stormy Kotzelnick of a hit. Keeping this a 2-run game. Will step to lead it off here for the Smoke. Here in the top of the sixth against Morgan Smith. Swing and a foul tip there by Grimm. Grimm will be followed by Jasmine Hill and McKenna Dowler, the scheduled hitters, against Morgan Smith. The 0-1. It's a strike, it's 0-2. And a swing and a miss. They'll complete the strikeout by throwing the first. And Morgan Smith with a big first out to get the dangerous Grimm for the first out here in the sixth inning. How about Morgan Smith here? Now gone 5 1/3, giving this Monarchs some depth here pitching-wise, some quality innings. She faces Jasmine Hill to the plate. Who swings and misses, and the count is 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is up outside for a ball. 1-1 the count. One pitch. It's outside. 2-1. Morgan Smith here on a 2-1 pitch. Inside, got the corner inside, 2-2 there to Jazz Hill. Two pitch, swing and a miss. And Morgan Smith with the strikeout. 2 gone here in the sixth inning. Let's look at the last pitch here. Morgan Smith making a statement here saying, this is my game. See the little point there by Julia, like that pitch by the catcher. So 2 outs here now in the sixth. McKenna Dowell at the plate. Swings at the first pitch, grounds it foul. Two outs here in the sixth inning. Oh, it won the count. There's that off-speed pitch from Smith. That's been effective, and it's gotten better as the game has gone on. She's gotten some good help from her Monarchs defense. Got out of a couple of early bases loaded jams early in the ball game. There's ahead here 0-2. Let's went in the dirt to see if McKenna would swing at that. She did not. What two? Reach for it and pops it up. Sand comes over towards shallow center there, makes the catch to retire the side. Morgan Smith rolling along here as the game has gone on, has retired 6 straight Smoke. We head to the bottom of the sixth. Monarchs up 2. Bottom of the sixth, Monarchs with a 5-3 lead. It'll be Kylie Sand to lead it off, followed by Dallas Goodnight and Tessa Malaloulu. First pitch from Copeland. That's up the middle and through. Base hit. A leadoff single for Kylie Sand to start the Monarchs' sixth inning. Good job by Sand there, getting that one up the middle. And that'll get the Monarchs back to the top of the order with Goodnight to lead it off. Tessa Malalalu. Goodnight butts to the right side. Grimm will field, throw to first in time with Espinosa fielding the play. It's a sac bunt by Goodnight that allows Sand to advance to second on the play with one out here in the sixth inning. Gonna bring up Tessa Malalalu. And part of, I think, the strategy there with Megan Wiggins is, hey, I got a 2-run lead to work with, but this Smoke offense is explosive. I want to extend the lead here before having to focus on trying to get 3 defensive outs against this Smokes lineup to try to even this series. And you got Tessa who's swinging a good bat here with a runner in scoring position. Takes for a ball, 2-0. So Copeland down in the count, 2-0. That's a strike, it's 2-1. Of course, you got Mac Barbara coming on deck, who hit the big 2-run shot in that fifth inning. That's the difference in the ball game. Tessa hits it foul. And it's 2-2. That's Miss Lowe for a ball, 3-2. That is hit to short. Dowell is there. Will throw to first in time to retire Malalalu. Sand advanced to third on the play now with 2 outs. And you got Mac Barbara now at the plate, who hit the 2-run homer in the fifth. Has 3 RBIs, or excuse me, 3 RBIs in the game, but a couple of 2-run shot in that fifth. Takes a strike. It's 0-1. So you got Sand at third, a very valuable runner and run potentially here for the Monarchs to see if Barber can drive it in. That ball squirts by. Sand's going to try to score. The tag at home. No, Sand not in time. Run scores. Kylie Sand snuck in there on Taylor Kraft's tag, and the Monarchs extend the lead to 6-3. That is the 3rd run in the game that the Monarchs have scored at home plate off a miscue by the Smoke. Watch as you see Copeland, that pitch in the dirt gets right between Kraft's legs, and Sand decides to take off. And yeah, you know what? She did get that left foot, a hand. I think tagged it, got the bag home plate before the tag by Kraft. Good job of umpiring there. That was a close play, but Sand snuck it in there. And it is 6-3 in favor of the Monarchs. Meanwhile, Barbara ahead of the count, 3-1, takes ball 4 and a walk. You kind of had a feeling they were going to pitch around Mac Barbara after what happened in that last at-bat. But think about the Monarchs scoring 2 runs on 2 errant throws to third base, coming home to score. And now they score off a wild pitch or pass ball. We'll see what they score that. But nonetheless, the Monarchs base running has been the difference in this ball game. Very aggressive, taking the extra bases and taking advantage of of some plays not executed by the Smoke. Meanwhile, Allie Skaggs at the plate with a 1-0 count with a runner at first and 2 outs. Pitch, swing and a miss by Skaggs. The count is 1-1. One pitch, missed 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Skaggs hits one deep in the hole. Oh, what a wicked hop. Dowell, though, makes a nice play just to come up with it. Throws to second, not in time. Barbara's safe. That was a tough play, though, for McKenna Dowell. That ball took a wicked hop at the end. Watch this. Tries to ball. Let's see how that ball went so high. It really kind of took her back. Still came up with it and threw to second, but clearly was off balance as that ball was hit hard by Skaggs. Boy, you can just sense how right now the Monarchs just hitting the ball hard. That's an infield hit for Skaggs. And now 2 on, 2 out with Julia at the plate. See Allie Skaggs, like, I bet, yeah, I hit that ball really hard. And I have a feeling that maybe my family will either be pleased with it or they'll nitpick it, but I'm going to take the hit. Julia fouls it off. And the count is 0-1. So now if you're the Monarchs, you've got a chance here, 2 on, 2 out. If you can scratch out another run or two here, really give you some breathing room going into the top of the 7th. Remember, the Smoke have the top of their lineup scheduled to hit in the 7th. A ball and a strike to count. It's outside, 2-1. Two and 1 to count. And that's grounded to short. Much easier play for Dowell, who throws to first to retire at the side. Monarchs add a run to extend the lead to 6-3. We head to the top of the 7th. There's Kylie Sands sliding home to extend that lead to 3. Monarchs looking to pick up 3 outs and even this series when we come back. Top of the 7th, a 6-3 lead for the Monarchs. It'll be Taylor Kraft to lead it off here for the Smoke, followed by Kiki Malloy and Silent Rain Espinosa against Morgan Smith. It's gone 6 innings so far, looking to pick up a win and even the series here between the Monarchs and the Smoke. First pitch, low, ball 1. This is a very important at-bat for both sides here with the young rookie Taylor Kraft at the plate. If you're Morgan Smith, you know you're going to have your hands full with Kiki Malloy on deck. One of the best in the sport. So this is you don't want the floodgates to start opening here with Kraft. And if you're Kraft, you're just trying to get on base, knowing you got some big bats scheduled to hit coming up. So it's and that's what that run from the Monarchs there in the bottom of the 6th could loom big. The ball and a strike to count to Kraft. Who grounds it to third, but what a play by Malalalu, throws to first. Tessa Malalalu making a great play, and a big out is Kraft is retired. 5-3 on the ground out. Look at Tessa there, smiling there. Look at the last, right there. That was a well-hit ball, but she fielded that cleanly. Big first out for the Monarchs. You see the frustration from Kraft because she hit that ball very well. Now Kiki Malloy, who hit the 3-run homer back at the top of the 4th that gave the Smoke a 3-2 lead. That ball went over the scoreboard. Not many could say they've done that in the now approaching 20 years of this facility here at the UCF Softball Complex, which opened in March of 2006. Malloy here ahead 2-0. That's a strike. Now the good news if you're Smith is you've got a 3-run lead to work with, so you can attack Malloy here with nobody on base. That's why that Kraft out was big. But that now she's fallen behind 3-1 on Malloy. Here with 1 out in the 7th inning. The 3-1 pitch. Fouled off there, Malloy, and it's 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to count.
When is Memorial?
The payoff pitch. Malloy hits a high fly ball, deep left field. Back goes good night, back at the wall, it's gone. Solo home run for Kiki Malloy. Her 2nd home run of the game, her 3rd home run of the series. And it gets the Smoke with it too, 6-4 on the solo homer by Malloy. You can see Morgan Smith's like, you kidding me? And a solo homer by Malloy gets the Smoke within 2. But again, you see, good. There was an open car there. That ball nearly get inside that car. Espinosa now to the plate in a 2-run game. She swings at the first pitch, drills one to left center field. That one is gone. See ya. Espinosa goes yard on a solo home run. Back-to-back home runs for the Smoke. And just like that, they're within 1, 6-5. Wow. The power of this Smoke offense. Silent Rain Espinosa drilling that ball into left field. And they're targeting that vehicle there that's got it is open. And just like that, it's a 1-run game with Jada Cody now at the plate. Takes ball 1. How big is that Kylie Sand run scored now in the bottom of the 6th? That is the difference right now in the ball game. 1-0 the count to Cody. Jada takes outside 2-0. Bullpen up and running for the Monarchs. And Megan Wiggins to come out here to settle down Morgan Smith, who had pitched a magnificent game, but has run into this rough shot power game of the Smoke, who have hit now 3 home runs in this game, 7 in the 2-game series to this point. And we'll see if that is going to be it for Morgan Smith. I think there's a lengthy conversation to see where they are, if they're on the same page or not. And that's exactly what the conversation is. They want to make sure they're on the same page after the back-to-back home runs by Malloy and Espinosa. So now Cody, representing the tying run, steps in with 1 out. Ahead of the count here. Takes a strike. It's 2-1. Jada Cody. Muscles one into center for a base hit. A 1-out single by Cody. And the Smoke now have the tied run on base in Cody and bring up Charla Eccles to the plate. Second hit for Cody in the ball game. And that's going to be it, I think, for Morgan Smith, and it is. So Smith, who was pitching magnificent, can't get out of the 7th, can't close it, goes 6 1/3. And the Monarchs will go to the bullpen. We'll tell you about the new Monarchs pitcher when we return here in the 7th inning. We've got a nail-biter, a 1-run game between the Monarchs and the Smoke. New pitcher for the Monarchs, Sona Halajan, a former UCF Knight, looking to close this out for the Monarchs. Coming in relief here with 1 on, 1 out here in the 7th in a 1-run ball game with Charla Eccles to hit. Got Cody at first base with Eccles at the plate. Sona at her first pitch. Up and in, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Sona finished her career collegiately at UCF here in 2024. Started at Cal, was a two-way player. Been used a lot as a pitcher here in the pros. Her second year. And she gets Eccles to pop up. Sand can't come up with it. In left field, Kotsonek with the throw to second. Not in time. Ball squirts away, but it was backed up. But the Smoke have 2 on, 1 out here in the 7th. Oh, that was a tricky play by Sand. Good pitch by Soda. She gets Eccles to pop up. Eccles calls Sand called everybody out, but you see she overran it, it looked like. Cody takes second, and then the Kotsonek throw a little off board. Keep in mind, we've talked about there's not any clouds here. The sun is setting here in Orlando. You wonder if that may have played a role. There is slight wind, but tough one if you're the Monarchs. And now the Smoke with 2 on, 1 out. And that first pitch is swung and hit to right, but this is playable as the catch is made by Malalalu for a huge out to retire Morgan Howell. So 2 outs here in the 7th with 2 on. And it's up to Maddie Grimm, who's 1 for 3 with a double. She will step in here with 2 on, 2 outs in the 7th. Sona on the first pitch. Grimm takes ball 1, 1-0 the count. See Sona now, locking in here, trying to close it out and even this series for the Monarchs. The 1-0 pitch, up and in. 2-0 the count to Grimm. There you see the matchup, Sona and Maddie. The 2-0 pitch. Grimm hits a high fly ball to right. It's carried to the track, and the catch is made by Malalalu, and the Monarchs hold on to knock off the Smoke 6-5 in a nail-biter to even the series at a game apiece in this 4-game series in Orlando. 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Monarchs. There were 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Smoke. Morgan Smith gets the win. Sona Halajan gets the loss, or gets the save, excuse me, with Autumn Peace getting the loss. And how big was that run by Kylie Sand on the wild pitch, scoring from third in the bottom of the 6th? That would hold up and be the difference as the Monarchs win it 6-5, coming from behind, highlighted by the 2-run homer by Mac Barbara in the 5th inning. And they even this series up at a game apiece. A magnificent outing by Smith to get the best of the Smoke. But boy, that was close, as Maddie Grimm just missed a go-ahead 3-run homer. So that'll do it from here in Orlando. For a great crew here in Orlando, Eric Lopez saying so long. We'll talk to you Sunday night in a game 3 of this 4-game series, in a series that's now tied at 1 after the Orlando Monarchs knock off the Atlanta Smoke 6-5 in a thriller here at the UCF Softball Complex. Until Sunday night, we'll talk to you then. For this crew, Eric Lopez saying good night. Monarchs win 6-5 over the Smoke.